NFL season starts tomorrow night, and according to the sports book, we told you last hour, the Dallas Cowboys are the biggest underdog in Week 1. 8.5 points now. That line has jumped 2 points since Micah Parsons was traded. I don't know if Micah Parsons is 2 points worth, but that's according to Vegas. It was 6.5 to 7. Now it's 8.5. Eagles favored. Houston Texans, meanwhile, 3-point underdog in a really fun game for them at the LA Rams, with Matthew Stafford set to play and Devontae Adams now. So Houston and LA field goal. Very even game with the home team getting 3 points. But for the big picture, according to the sports books, the Buffalo Bills have the best odds to win their division in 2025. The reigning MVP, Josh Allen Company, sitting at minus 230 to win the AFC East. That is a 69.7% implied probability that they will win the division. And who's not betting on that? Who else is going to win that division? New England?
Not yet.
Miami?
No.
The Jets?
Don't think so.
Yeah, this is shades of Tom Brady and the Patriots back in the day.
Yeah.
Where they're so far and away better than everybody in that division. But it's 70%. I would.
This is going for the 6th year, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Eagles are close, though, in the NFC East.
Yeah.
The Eagles are 68.8% implied probability to win their division. I don't know. Washington's pretty good.
They are. I think there's some, when it comes to that, there's still some questions on that O-line. A lot of the older guys on the team, but I still like that team a lot, E. I think they're going to be a playoff team for sure.
Sure.
And there's also the 2004 curse that no team has won that division back-to-back. Can the
21 years.
21 years.
I know. That's
a long time.
I kind of lean into that.
I know.
And
I ain't picking the Cowboys.
But you got to pick the right team. Probably Washington. It would be the second best odds to win that division.
I'm good on Russell Wilson and the Giants. They're not there yet.
Give me Jackson Dart at some point during the year.
He'll play eventually.
Then it goes Tampa Bay, favored to win the South.
Very hot on that one.
Plus 110. The Baltimore Ravens in a very competitive AFC North are, because it goes from the Eagles and the Bills in the East being almost 70%, odds to win the division down to 40%. Like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are under 50, 47.5. Baltimore Ravens are 41.7 to win their division. Houston Texans at 46.5 to win the South. I would jump all over that because I think Houston's going to win that division. They've already won 2 in a row.
Yeah, a class of their own when it comes to that division, and that's not saying much.
Because it says here in this piece of information I'm reading that the division is tightening with improvements from Jacksonville. Is Jacksonville better?
Why is Jacksonville better?
Why?
Yeah. I think Trevor Lawrence, I do think he will come in and be better.
Why, though?
New coach, new scheme. I do think the fact that
Are we a Liam Cohen believer?
I might be, to an extent. I think the defense still could be somewhat salty. I do like Travis Hunter, whatever he's going to play. It's a player that I think is going to be...
I follow that division very closely, and I don't see a lot of improvement there. They were rotten last year. I just don't. Doug Peterson's not a bad coach.
I would say.
Well, Doug Peterson's a bad coach now.
Well, I'm not going to say that fully because he has a Super Bowl, but
I would take a proven Doug Peterson over an unproven first-year head coach who was coaching Kentucky 2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, he had success with Baker
Liam
Mayfield.
Cohen was at Kentucky coaching offense 2 years ago.
No, I'm aware. I understand that. Yeah, but I had success. All
I'm asking is the question: Jacksonville's improved. Why?
I just think they've picked up some decent players in the draft. They did lose Evan Ingram.
I would pick the Colts more than I would Jacksonville personally right now.
8 wins. That's
and I know Tennessee's in a rebuild mode, so I'm not really worried about that.
I honestly think they're the most frisky team of the division.
Jack, you follow the AFC South. Why is Jacksonville? Am I wrong on this? Am I out to lunch? What am I missing on Jacksonville?
Well, how many games did they win last year? Like 4?
Yeah,
I think they'll win like 7 or 6.
Okay.
I don't know if that's I think I'm right in the middle, and I think that's kind of what Noah's saying. I don't think
I don't think
improve means 12 wins.
I'd be
I think
shocked
it means
if they're
6 or 7.
a winning
There's
team.
not another playoff team in the division.
There shouldn't be.
No,
and that's why I'm saying
Colts could go 9 wins.
That's why I'm surprised, and maybe I'm a Texans homer that Houston is under 50% to win that division.
People just don't like the Texans.
Well, that's fine.
Well, I don't think it. I think you can. When you do the division, it's the Texans, and you can interchange the order. I think Tennessee could be the second best team in that division.
Well, again, I don't see another playoff team in the division.
I agree. That's what I'm saying.
And that's why Houston won 10 last year. I think they have a chance to win 11 or 12 this year. Because in Buffalo, there's not another playoff team in the division.
Maybe the Patriots, if they have a great year, I think they're a year behind.
I think in coming years New England will be good, but right now, that's why I'm saying Buffalo at 70%, Eagles at I would put. Just the odds are interesting, and maybe I should make some wagers on this. I think Washington, not only are they a playoff caliber team, if Deebo Samuel hits, if Laramie Tunsil hits, they have a chance. They were in the NFC Championship game a year ago, yet they have the Eagles at 70%. That's way too much for me.
That's fair.
In that division, whereas Houston, there's not really another. They're the class of the division as far as talent goes, and I don't see this massive improvement from Jacksonville like
I will
people
say
are
this:
seeing.
there is always how many years has it been in a row where we've seen a worst to first, and I think they look at the AFC South and go, well, maybe one of those teams just is strikes and hits gold. I don't know. I mean, it's a bad
I've seen enough
division.
of Trevor Lawrence, and I'm not buying
Hey,
it.
listen, I'm Texans here, and I think it's everybody behind him, but.
That's all I'm saying is that surprised me. I don't see the AFC South like I see the AFC West, where Kansas City is 56% more than Houston to win that division. There are playoff teams in that division.
You can make a debate that there's 3 teams that could win that division. I don't think the Vegas Raiders are there yet, but I think the Chargers
and the Broncos
for sure. That's actually what I have winning this division.
That's
and
what I'm
then
saying.
Kansas City.
Again, these are odds.
Sure.
This is a good conversation starter. But I think the Broncos and Chargers could win the division.
No doubt.
I think obviously the Chiefs signed, even though they have dominated that division. That's why they're 56, and as long as Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are there, they're the favorites. But that one's really close. NFC North is Detroit, 42.5%. Lions have won it back to back, but yeah, there's like
Has that
4
changed?
good
I knew
teams.
the odds changed somewhat when I thought Green Bay jumped ahead. No.
Not on this.
Okay.
I saw this morning.
Okay.
But Green Bay, yes. Now with Micah Parsons, is that the difference maker on defense? Jordan Love's got Matthew Golden now wearing number 0, not number
That's
22.
better. I saw that. That's a lot
Minnesota,
better.
and I think we would all agree if Minnesota, if J.J. McCarthy is what Kevin O'Connell, their head coach, believes he is, that's a top 5 roster in the NFL as far as skilled players. Their offensive and defensive lines have been seriously upgraded this offseason. Minnesota was a 14-win team a year ago.
Yeah.
And if J.J. McCarthy, you got a quarterback whisperer there in Kevin O'Connell, he handpicked that quarterback from Michigan, if he's good, that's a really, really good team. So that division is a gangbusters division. And the NFC West, they have San Francisco at 36%. That's the most competitive division, they say, with the 49ers slightly favored over the Rams and Seahawks. And then there's the Arizona Cardinals.
I think that's one of the most competitive divisions. You can make a case for almost all those teams. I need to see it with Arizona. I think they've improved, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I'll say this. I'm buying more stock in year 2 for McDonald for the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I need to see Sam Darnold be what he was in Minnesota, which I don't think is going to happen. They lost, obviously, some wide receivers. I think that defense is going to be really good for Seattle. Very hot on their defense.
Me too. I like their player. I mean, and they're about Sam Darnold, right? They need to get their offensive line straightened out, be able to run the football.
Right, which they have good running backs.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm just... It surprised me to see Houston under 50%. And maybe I'm wrong on you. Maybe the offensive line is a wreck. Maybe they're going to be bad again. I just see a lot of talent in Houston. On defense, I like DeMeco Ryans and the culture he's built, and I'm just not seeing much improvement in Jacksonville until I see it. I've seen enough Trevor Lawrence. I've seen enough Daniel Jones. I've seen Cam Ward's a rookie on a team without a lot of talent in big picture with the Titans. So I think Houston's an easy one. I think Houston is up there with Philadelphia and Buffalo as far as winning a division and being in the tournament.
Yeah, I feel probably the second best, I'd say. I think Buffalo for sure is I feel the best about.
Easy.
And then I'd go Houston. I just think one of those teams might be a 9-8 team because the schedule's pretty easy.
Because the Colts were an 8-win team a year ago.
Right, yeah.
With all the mess that was going on. I would pick the Colts because I see Jonathan Taylor.
We got a good roster.
A.D. Mitchell and Michael Pittman. I see an
Tyler
offensive
Warren.
line that's
I really like
good.
that Tyler Warren pick.
And again, they won 8 games, yet they were 30th in turnover margin last year. They won 8 games. So they're closer than Jacksonville.
Buckner's still
me.
there. Yeah, they got players.
And maybe it's Travis Hunter. Maybe Travis Hunter's that type of a game changer. I don't know. I'm seeing it different than the odds makers, but that's what makes good debate and good conversation. We'll take your thoughts. 512-834-1027. Cowboys, meanwhile, picked to finish 3rd in the NFC
about right.
East behind the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're 8.5-point dogs